Hey, welcome to Baloney Brain, everybody. It is once again Weird Wednesday. I'm your host, John House, or Use Toy, and joining me is my co-host, Daryl House, or Suburban Hobo. How you doing, Daryl?
Doing great. That's another exciting episode coming your way, folks, from Baloney Brain. I got some good stuff to share with you today. Are you
I've
ready?
got some good stuff myself. Why don't you introduce us?
I've been talking recently about this website down there that they call Florida, and my stories really are all coming from there. My first one, I love this today because a man broke hotel glass and he claimed that zombies were chasing him.
Run! Run
Of
for the
course.
hills!
The Tampa Bay Times reported that this guy broke the glass in the hotel because he said that zombies were chasing him. Earlier, security officers said he had been trying to open the doors of nearby parked cars. He finally got lucky and he got into a Mercedes. They popped him. He's in jail. $15,000 bail, I think. If he thinks zombies are chasing him and he's breaking into cars, he doesn't have $15,000 to get out of jail. So
Well,
he's where he was.
I think a better excuse would have been I'm breaking a hotel window because I think I'm Joe Walsh.
His Maserati does 185 the last I heard, right?
Yeah. Well, I've got one from the UK. Brian Whitehead was apparently taking photos of women's skirts in a bar, and his alibi was that he was trying to light her fart on fire.
Come on, baby. Light my fart.
So, closed circuit TV footage caught the guy placing an unidentified object under a woman's skirt, and they figure it was a camera, but he said no, he was just trying to light her fart on fire.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar. Baby, let me light your farts on fire.
Wow. You know, this isn't the first time that this has happened. At the end of the article, courtesy of the Huffington Post, they have a whole list of people who have been arrested for trying to take upskirt films, and some of these people are like teachers and respected folks.
The longer we do this Weird Wednesday thing, the more some of these stories are kind of recirculating. I think there's an epidemic. I have one today. We got another naked person walking down the road. You remember a couple weeks ago we had the lady and her baby and her mother were walking down the street naked. This is a caller. This is out of St. Augustine up near Jacksonville. A caller informed dispatchers that a totally naked man was standing on the side of a St. Augustine road, according to the arrest affidavit from the St. Johns County Police up there. The deputy arrived, saw the man, later identified it as Robert John Judy. Bobby Judy. Sounds like a race car rider, doesn't it? He was standing along the state road wearing only shoes and short black socks. No style whatsoever. Just shoes and short black socks. He was causing traffic to back up. He was also drunk.
What a surprise.
And they identified him as a sexual offender. So, I mean, this guy's like a 3-time loser.
I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load.
This musical aspect of the show is just, it's growing and growing and growing. But clearly, just black shoes and short black socks, no style.
So that was Florida?
Oh, yeah, St. Augustine.
Well, I gotta... This next story it plays in my mind like a movie scene. When Scooter the llama busted out of his pen in Tallahassee, it took 3 sheriff's deputies and a taser to get him back in. And apparently Scooter wasn't the only critter running amok during the weekend. I guess outside of Tampa, cops were frantically searching for a kangaroo on the run. And
of course. That's news?
I just wonder what's going on down there. All these critters running around, a bunch of Keystone cops chasing them, tasering a poor llama.
I got a cop story. And this one, I've read it like 10 times, and I still haven't quite got it figured out. Here's a man, this is over in Charlotte County. This is over by Fort Myers and Port Charlotte, where we used to live over there. A Port Charlotte man who was arrested on charges relating to both buying and selling controlled substances. He swallowed the pill he had just purchased from undercover narcotics detectives. Detectives said that Peter James Aldhurst met with an undercover detective to buy oxycodone. The undercover officer sold him one placebo pill that looked like oxycodone. The guy paid him $30 for that. And then when he saw the cops were all coming in after him, he swallowed it. So how do you arrest a guy for selling him a drug that wasn't a drug, and he ate it, and it wasn't a drug? I mean, I don't see that they have him for anything. Conspiracy to buy a placebo?
I know.
And he ate it?
Oh, yes, and that's,
If they pump his stomach, what do they find besides Tums?
You got me there.
Stupid criminals. I love them.
I'm calling Perry Mason.
Dum 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 dum. Your turn.
All right. Kindergarten graduation brawl breaks out in Cleveland.
A brawl broke out in Cleveland.
A brawl.
Did you hear about the dyslexic that walked into a bra?
I've heard that one before. So at a kindergarten graduation ceremony, 8 people were arrested when somebody spilled punch on somebody else, and next thing you know, two teenage girls apparently started fighting, and then the parents started fighting, and it got better. Now here's what gets me. Police showed up because one was arrested with a hammer, and the other was arrested with a pipe. So who takes a hammer to your kindergartner's graduation?
Well, who would have thought that somebody would have thrown a punch?
Well, 8 people were arrested, and I guess the thing turned into an absolute crazy
brouhaha.
Yeah.
Too funny. Well, folks, this is wrapping up another week of Weird Wednesday here at BaloneyBrain.com. We are always so grateful that you take a few minutes to join us here. John, thanks. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.
See ya.